Oily hair. What generally causes oily hair? How can we combat it? What are the practices that you're possibly doing in your daily routines that are contributing to overproduction of oils by your scalp? And what are the products that are going to help and speed up the process of teaching your scalp to not overproduce those oils, so you can finally have a breath of relief and have beautiful hair you've always wanted without all the oiliness. So if this is something that you're curious about, this is something that has been on your mind, please keep on watching, because I'm going to be talking about all these things in this video. Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Alina. I'm super excited for you to be here, and today we're going to be talking about all the things oily hair. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks as to, maybe how you can modify your everyday routine in order to combat that oil. I'm going to show you some of the products that I personally use and have helped a lot of my customers combat oily hair, and just going to give you some pointers and tips and tricks so that you can incorporate them into your routine right away. So first of all, I want to say that I understand the pain. I have struggled with oily hair for as long as I remember. Ever since I was a child, I remember my hair was always cut really short in a short bob because I had really fine, limp, oily hair. As long as I remember myself, I had to wash my hair every single day, even when I was a child, and it's very frustrating. And I think that some of the techniques that I was never taught and some of the things that I was doing were contributing to my oiliness. So finally, 5 years ago, when I switched to MONAT products and was actually taught a little bit more about hair care and started using good products that were clean and vegan and naturally based, and it literally helped me get rid of the oil production as much, so I do not have to wash my hair every single day anymore. So I understand the pain, I understand how frustrating it is, and I got your back. I'm here to share all the tips with you, some things that helped me personally get rid of the oily scalp, and now I can stretch for 2 days in between washing. And for somebody who has really oily hair, you understand how big of an accomplishment that is. So without further ado, let's just dive straight into it. So first of all, let's talk about the causes of oily hair. So the number one cause would be possibly something internal, so like hormonal imbalances. You might notice that sometimes all of a sudden your hair gets oily, right? And you will see the same thing on your face, on your skin, right? Probably hormonal imbalances can lead to the breakouts, oily hair, and lots of different things. So if this is the case, obviously you need to go consult your doctor and figure out what's happening to you internally. Another cause of oily hair is just the use of the wrong products. You're using the products that are packed with silicones, you're using the wrong shampoo, you are using your conditioners not in the right way, right? So, and just wrong products in general. And the third cause, I would say, is a lot of the habits that we have, right? So touching your hair, touching your face excessively, all of the things that we are doing every single day that are contributing to that oiliness. If you're somebody who has, touching your face is kind of like a coping mechanism. I know it's a psychological thing, but this is one of the factors that can contribute to that oiliness. So now let's go over quick tips that are going to help you balance out that oil production. First of all, it's obviously choosing the right shampoo. I'm going to be talking about the products a little bit later, but you have to understand that the right shampoo is so crucial because it's going to help cleanse your scalp really nicely, but without stripping those excess oils. So we have to use the right products for our hair. Second tip would be less washing, right? So shampoo your hair less often. I know it sounds really painful. I've been there, done that. I had to shampoo my hair every single day because by the end of the day, I felt like, okay, it's oily. Like I felt like the oil was dripping off of my scalp, but obviously I'm over dramatic here, but you understand the pain. You know exactly how it feels when your hair gets oily and you feel like, okay, I need to shampoo my hair every single day. But in order to teach your scalp not to overproduce the oils, we have to shampoo less often. So use milder shampoos and also use the dry shampoo in between washes. Use the dry shampoo, but the right kind of dry shampoo that's not going to, cause the buildup, and do not overuse dry shampoo shampoo, obviously, but you know, if you feel like your hair needs a refresh after a workout, you do not have to necessarily wash your hair. Just use some dry shampoo, and on those in between wash days, try, if you can get by using dry shampoo, it's going to really help teach your scalp not to overproduce those oils. The next tip would be rinse your hair properly. I cannot state that enough, how important it is to rinse your hair properly. A lot of the times people, when they're washing hair, they're in a hurry, they think they have done a good job rinsing it properly, but they actually leave some product buildup. You know, the conditioner, the shampoo that remains on your scalp, that is causing it, you know, to become oily as a result, and also can cause some, you know, product buildup, and with time it can cause some really nasty conditions. So make sure that you're rinsing your hair properly. Exfoliate your scalp. This is a very important step. Scalp health is probably the most important thing. Exfoliate your scalp regularly, because it's going to help really balance out the scalp. It's going to help remove all the dead skin cells that are sitting on top of your scalp. It's going to unclog the pores. So exfoliating your scalp is really a crucial step into, you know, balancing everything out. Another thing that I would say that you have to be doing is conditioning properly. So make sure that you are concentrating on your ends. If your hair is really fine and limp and really gets oily, but you feel like your ends are at the same time quite dry, make sure that you choose the right conditioner that does not have any silicones or waxes in it, and is also light enough for it not to weigh your hair down. Another tip I would want to add to this is do not straighten your hair. I know if you love wearing your hair straight, it's probably going to suck, but hear me out. When you straighten your hair, it just creates that smooth path down from your scalp to your ends for those oils, right? And it just makes it more noticeable. So avoid straight hairstyles. This is the reason why I hardly ever wear my hair straight, just because my hair is so fine and limp. I opt out for voluminous waves instead. So opt out for curly hair, voluminous waves, use a deep waver, heatless curls. There's so many different techniques that you can be using, but avoid straightening your hair. So now let's dive straight into all the products that are specifically designed and can also help your oily scalp not to overproduce oils. So first of all, let's go into the shampoos. There are quite a few different MONAT shampoos that are going to help you with, you know, oil production and just balance everything out. I'm going to show you quite a few of them. I'm personally using all of them. I'm going to explain how to use them. So the first shampoo that I would say is a very good shampoo for really oily scalp is the micellar soothing shampoo. It's very lightweight, it uses micelles, it cleanses really well, but it doesn't strip anything off. So it doesn't strip the excess oils. It's going to freshen your hair up without, you know, the deep cleansing. So it's not a deep cleansing shampoo, it's a very lightweight shampoo. So if you're trying to make your scalp less oily, I highly recommend this shampoo just for in between washes. So maybe one day you're going to wash your hair with the regular shampoo, and then this is going to be your in-between washing day kind of shampoo. So it still freshens your hair up, but without the actual, you know, the stripping of oils. Next shampoo that I absolutely love is the purifying vinegar shampoo. So products with apple cider vinegar are incredible for oily scalp. It's going to still moisturize your scalp. It's going to cleanse really nicely, but it's going to clarify without stripping those oils, which is very important. So it has apple cider vinegar, it has vitamin B5. It's absolutely amazing. It smells amazing. It's going to leave your hair really nice and fresh, but again, it's not harsh on your hair. The common mistake that people are making when they have oily hair is choosing the shampoo that's very stripping, that's clarifying. So in turn, your scalp is overproducing those oils. It's basically the oil glands are kicking the gear up and trying to produce as much as they possibly can. We're trying to avoid that. So this shampoo is a perfect shampoo to start on. If you are very new to MONAT products, I highly recommend starting on purifying vinegar shampoo and scalp purifying scrub. So here, remember how I said you have to exfoliate your scalp? Scalp purifying scrub is amazing to get started on. If you're brand new to MONAT products, it's going to help remove all the product buildup. So everything that you were using prior to MONAT, so any conditioner, shampoos, anything else that possibly contains contained harsh chemicals or silicones or waxes. This is just going to help remove all of that. It's going to exfoliate your scalp really nicely, remove all the dead skin cells. So it's literally going to let your follicles and just let your hair breathe a breath of fresh air. So highly recommend this combo. It's absolutely incredible. One of my new favorites that I would definitely incorporate into this particular combo for oily hair. I love this. It is not a permanent product at the time of filming this video, but I really do hope that it becomes one. It's called the Purifying Vinegar Rinse. So it's kind of like a shampoo, but not quite a shampoo. It's more watery. So what you do, you're going to shampoo your hair like once, right? So you're going to either use the scalp purifying scrub or the purifying vinegar shampoo, and then this just goes on top. So it's very easy to use. It comes with this lid, and you just kind of pour it all over your scalp and your hair, and just basically give your scalp a really nice massage and rinse it off. And it's not going to strip anything off of your scalp, but it's going to give that really fresh hair feeling. It also makes your hair super soft, gives you that shine and that bounce. I absolutely love this purifying vinegar rinse for oily hair, for basically any hair type too. If you find that your scalp is oily, but at the same time you're possibly thinning, or just want to boost that hair growth, you want to awaken those hair follicles, there are two different shampoos that I can recommend, and I have a lot of customers with oily hair that love both of these. They're quite amazing. So one is Intense Repair Treatment Shampoo, another one is the Black 2-in-1 Shampoo and Conditioner. So if you have extremely oily hair, definitely opt out for this shampoo first, and then you can incorporate I would say it's just a matter of preference. It takes trying both of these shampoos. They do have the double amount of capixyl, so they're going to stimulate the hair growth, but they do have different ingredients. I have customers with oily hair or fine limp hair that love both of these shampoos. So it's just a matter of preference. It takes trial and error really, but I really do recommend both of these if you have if you're struggling with some sort of thinning as well and an oily scalp. And obviously in between washes you would want to opt out for dry shampoo. So either micellar soothing shampoo if you feel like you absolutely have to wash your hair, or if you are maybe working out and just want to freshen hair up, I would definitely opt out for Champ Condition Dry Shampoo. I love this dry shampoo. I cannot state how much, because it does not irritate your scalp. I have very sensitive scalp. This is the only dry shampoo I can actually use on it. It's going to also condition your hair. So it's very different from any other dry shampoo out there, because at the same time of absorbing all the excess oils, it conditions your scalp, so it's not going to irritate your scalp. Plus the ingredients are really nice, so it doesn't have any talc, butane, nothing that's going to irritate your scalp. It actually has rejuvenic oil in it, so it's going to really absorb the oils but also condition your scalp. It's not going to irritate it. I actually use it overnight as well. So if you feel like, okay, I don't have time in the morning to shampoo, so apply this on your scalp at night and go to bed, and then shake it off in the morning, and you're going to just wake up with fresher hair feel. So whatever it takes really to prevent yourself from overwashing your hair. When it comes to conditioners, I highly recommend either Volumize and Revitalize conditioner or IRT conditioner for oily hair. So if your ends are not too dry, they're fine, they're not too frizzy, not too dry, you do not want to weigh your hair down, I would definitely opt out for Volumize and Revitalize conditioner. It's very lightweight, it's great for fine hair, it's not going to weigh your hair down in any way. So you would concentrate kind of on mid shaft to ends, closer to the ends. If your mid shaft is fine, I would just literally opt out for the ends of your hair. And if maybe you're thinning, maybe your ends are a little bit on the drier side, definitely that IRT conditioner is going to be a great one for that. I would probably avoid Smooth and Deep conditioner or Super Nourish conditioner if your hair is extremely oily and extremely fine. So these two conditioners are just perfect ones for really fine, really oily hair. And then last but not least, I highly recommend doing the scalp oil treatments. You've heard me talk about this all the time. I preach it. I just cannot live without this oil, and you're probably going to think I'm crazy, like, Alina, oil on oily scalp, what are you talking about? But hear me out. Coming from the girl with oily hair that had extremely, itchy, flaky scalp at the same time, this is the oil that literally is going to help your scalp not to overproduce the oils. It's going to teach your scalp to chill and stop overproduction. So there are two kinds of Rejuvenic oil. I would definitely start by using Rejuvenic Light on your hair and on your skin if you wanted to put it on your face, because it's formulated specifically for finer, limper, oilier hair. So you're going to do overnight scalp treatments, or if you're shampooing at night, which is probably not happening if you have really oily hair. Most girls with finer, limper, oilier hair shampoo in the morning. If you're not, then possibly that's one of the factors that are contributing to oily scalp. Try and shampoo in the morning. So what I normally do, I apply it at night on my scalp, massage it in, give yourself a really nice massage. It's going to stimulate those follicles, the blood circulation, and going to deliver all those nutrients to your hair follicles, right? And then you just sleep on it. In the morning, you're going to shampoo. So what it's going to do, your scalp is going to see, okay, there is oil on my scalp, so I do not need to produce any more. And that's what you want. You want your scalp to stop producing as much oil. So you're basically teaching your scalp to chill out and stop doing that by doing these scalp overnight treatments. So highly recommend to incorporate this into your routine if you have really, really oily hair. So to sum everything up, if you have oily scalp, if you have oily hair, there are lots of things that you can be doing wrong, which includes not using the right shampoo, overwashing your hair, not rinsing properly. There might be some hormonal issues happening in your body at the same time. You might be touching your hair and your scalp a lot, as a coping mechanism. So there are lots of factors that contribute to oily hair. So there are things that we can do immediately, and there's some things that will take time. Obviously, you can switch up your products and pick the correct products for your scalp and for your hair. Stop touching your face. Choose a better routine. Use the dry shampoo in between washes. Use more gentle products. Make sure you rinse correctly, and all the things that I have just mentioned. So hopefully this video was somewhat useful. Hope you learned something. If you do have any more additional tips and tricks, please let me know in the comments. I always love to read your comments, and I answer every single one of them. If you have any questions, particularly about MONAT products or MONAT skincare, MONAT hair care, or MONAT business opportunity, please reach out to me directly via email. I always leave it in the description box below. If you're completely lost as to which products to get started on and you want to try MONAT products, some of the things that I have talked about, please complete my hair quiz in the description box below, and I'll get back to you with personalized product recommendations. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram. Stay connected, because I do post a lot of tips and tricks on there. Check out my blog. I actually post a lot of tips and tricks, beauty, skincare, hair care on there as well. And if you have made it so far into this video without being subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and turn on that bell notification button, because you're going to be notified among the first people when I post a new video, so you can go ahead and watch it. So again, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.